Morning, everybody. Uber Lady Charlotte, and car going that way. Okay, I must have cocked the wheels when I came in last night, trying to get up in the house. Oh, anyway, good morning, everybody. Thanks everybody for your support, for your support on the other video, part two of my date stood me up. I mean, it's cool. I didn't take it that serious, but I was more into the why, and just so unnecessary. But at any rate, I wanted to talk to y'all about something I saw last night at the grocery store. Oh, I got me a little. Let me push this up a little bit. Got my bun, but I left a few pieces out. I'm about to show you how I do that because this thing is really cool. Don't take me but like 10 minutes to do my hair, and it's so pretty. Anyway, I want to tell you guys about what I saw in the grocery store last night. Well, it was actually at Walmart, grocery store, clothing store, whatever. Um, that was a little girl. Well, there was a lady, and she looked like she might have been my age. Nah, I'm gonna say younger. And she looked like she might have been my age because hell, she probably tried her daughter doing her like she was doing her, but she was my age, and she just looked tired. She just looked beat down and tired. Then she had a daughter with her. That little girl looked like she might have been about 12 or 13, and then she had another one with her that was every bit of 14, 15. I'm gonna say 14. Well, the mama trying to put the groceries in the buggy. You can tell the mama stressed out. She got that look on her face of I just got off work, then I got to go to the grocery store, and then, you know, I got to get this, and this because she had a list that she was working by. Well, the one that's 14, I'm gonna just call her Sarah. Sarah's pushing the buggy. Then I'm gonna call her sister Mandy. Mandy, you could tell, was the good child. Anything to just help her mom get through the stressful day. Well, Sarah is too busy being a smartass to her mom. Her mom was trying to carry stuff from the middle of the aisle and bring it out to the buggy, which is on the main aisle. Instead of Sarah going down to meet her mom with the buggy, or matter of fact, keep your ass with your mama with the buggy. And Mandy was helping her go back and forth to 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 pick up the stuff and take it back to the buggy. Well, I saw this and I started getting mad because I'm like, I'm gonna tell you right now, Uber lady mama. I'd have been laid right there in that floor. Let her had to have walked to that buggy to bring me some groceries and put it in. Oh, it'd be ugly. See, back then you could beat your kids in public. Wouldn't nobody say nothing. Hell, somebody might hold them down while you kick them. You know, I'm not talking about real child abuse. Okay. Y'all know this is a comedy channel. But, okay. All right, so I saw her mom was coming back with some sugar. She had actually two bags of sugar in her hand, and she was trying to come back to the buggy with it. Like I said, her mom way down the aisle, Sarah standing at the top of the aisle. Well, on her mother's way down to get the sugar, she messed around and bumped the buggy. I guess her mom cut around the buggy too tight, and she bumped the buggy. The buggy barely touched Sarah. It just kind of bumped up against her because she was holding, holding the buggy, and it kind of pushed back a little bit. Sarah has the nerve, remember that's a made up name. Sarah has the nerve to say to her mama and roll her eyes. When you bump somebody's buggy, you're supposed to have respect for them and say you're sorry. I don't know. I don't know what happened to me because I was coming in front of them. I think I stopped walking and I just stared. And then the little sister looked at me. Mandy looked at me. So I'm like, oh shit, I must be having a reaction. I don't even know I'm having it. So I said, okay, let me go on around. But that inside of me, I hate to see stuff like that. All right, so the mama says, well, if you would just pull the buggy back when I was coming around, then maybe I wouldn't have bumped it. Or matter of fact, why don't you just walk behind me and then you don't have to worry about it? It's called respect. Her mama just sighed. And she went on down to the next aisle. And Mandy went with her, to help her mama. Because Sarah is at the top of the next aisle, won't go down the aisle. So now I run back into them. And I need to go down that same aisle. But I need to cut in front of Sarah. Now there's a gap between Sarah and her mama. Pretty, a decent sized gap. I couldn't have got a buggy through there because I didn't have a buggy. I couldn't have got a buggy through there, but I can get myself through there. I don't know. For some reason, when I came around Sarah and I had heard how she had been talking to her mama, because she was loud too, like she was trying to cause a scene. Like Sarah was on her period for the first time and was just trying to cause a scene. I don't know if she was mad at her mama, but she was really, really just trying to embarrass her in every way possible. So before I knew it, when I came around Sarah, I looked at her when I was coming through. I said, "Excuse me." I'm like, "Oh shit, that's somebody's kid. She not a grown up Kim. She a kid. You can't treat kids that way." But the other side of me was saying she ain't acting like a kid. A kid should stand a kid's place and let her head top you with that buggy. I'd have probably flipped that whole shit over. I wouldn't hit her. I'd have flipped the whole buggy over though. She'd have been right there behind her mama the day after. Mm-hmm. Well, we go down the same aisle. Me and her mama. She and her mom and I, and Mandy. And so they're stooped down because they're picking up more stuff from the bottom. The bigger cans of food. They're stooped down. They're picking it up from the middle of the floor. Middle of the aisle. And Sarah stood at the top of the aisle. She was like, "Sarah, will you please come down here and so I can put the stuff in the buggy?" Sarah says, "You walk up here." So when Mandy get ready to walk back up to the buggy, Sarah leaves with the buggy and go down to the next aisle. And then Mandy gets to the top of the aisle. Turn the camera. When Mandy gets to the top of the aisle where her sister was, her sister's gone. And over to the next aisle. And she's like, "Did she seriously leave? Did she seriously leave?" And then her sister's like, "Yeah, Mom, she went to the next aisle." And so now Sarah's screaming from the next aisle, "Bring it over here. I see something I want." Everything in me was saying, "Kim, run around, meet her on the bottom end of the next aisle, and you go get to her. If nobody's in that aisle, and you get in her face and you tell her, you take your motherfucking ass back around there to that damn buggy before I beat the shit out of you around here. You understand me? And you respect your mama from this day forward, bitch." Okay, I was angry. I didn't say none of that. I wanted to say that. Because I didn't like the way she was treating her mama. I don't like disrespectful kids. So I'm going to tell you right now, Peanut, my mama, Uber Lady Mama, she's short, that's why I call her Peanut. Uber Lady Mama, she'd have kicked the bone out my ass. You understand me? I'd have been pushing that buggy with no bone in my ass. Because she'd have kicked it out. It'd have been laying over there on the floor, kicked out. Then she wouldn't have fed me. Now, I'd have had some hungry nights. My sister and I, we'd have had some hungry nights trying to talk shit because she cooked something and we didn't want that. Sitting in there thinking she gonna come back and make us what we want. I'd have had some hungry nights trying to protest. I remember I tried to have that protest where I wouldn't go eat. My mom didn't care at all. Not at all. Not even a little bit. It didn't even concern her. Man, Ooh, Lady Mama was pretty tough cookie. I ain't gonna lie. She's pretty damn tough. But I just transferred that over to my kids, and now my kids are pretty damn tough. Anyway, I had to get from over on that aisle with them because my heart was starting to beat fast. You ever been so mad your heart just beat real fast? You feel dizzy like you just gonna pass out? I was at pass out mode because I just couldn't understand. I just don't understand how some parents just let their kids talk to them any kind of way. And it's like, and I'm thinking to myself, do you not have any fight in you? Maybe you worked all day and you're tired. I get that. But when I get the strength back up, just like you was messing with me, I'm going to mess with you. And mine going to be 20 times harder. Mm-hmm. Because you're not going to win against me. I'm the mama. You're never going to win against me. I keep some bullshit in my back pocket, waiting on you to act up. You know what I'm saying? Parents, y'all better stop letting these kids tell y'all what to do and disrespect you and things. I got that little porcupine. Okay, that's Kiana's little girl, my little grandbaby, the new one. She 2, and she mean as a rattlesnake. She won't come to me, won't talk to me. She did touch my thigh a few months ago. I was in the bathroom doing my hair. I think she had a moment of compassion because I was putting in some weave, but I was cutting my hair. Not my hair, cutting the weave. And she said, "Oh." And she looked at the hair on the floor and she touched my leg. I think that was her moment of compassion. After that, she hauled ass. But she real mean. But that little girl, she don't like to listen. I told Keon, you better start putting the pap on her. And don't put it on her too much, because she too. But we just need to steer in the right direction of the pap. I ain't saying beat them down. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying, and don't whip your kids when you're mad at them. Or when you're mad at the world. Don't whip your kids when you're mad at them. Now, I do believe in spanking. I do. I do. I do. Because I'm a Christian. And we'll beat your tail. Okay, not like that. We won't beat your tail like that. But y'all know what I'm saying. We're trying to be your kid's friend. You can be a great parent and have respect. But that don't mean you got to be smoking weed with them. That don't mean you got to be, partying with them and they get all wild. Now I had a few glasses of dinner wine with my kids before. Us sitting in the house. Us just sitting in the house. They don't like dinner wine. They never did. But just getting out there. I mean, living rough, living raw, living wrong. That's a rough one. That's a rough one. Don't be like that with your kids. Set some rules, some boundaries, and hold them accountable. I mean, what you mad at? They ain't gonna be your friend no more. They ain't gonna love you no more as a parent. They respect you more. It's a tough battle now. Tell you now, raising them teenagers. I didn't think I was gonna survive it. I didn't think I was gonna survive it. There was a lot of smack talking and lip popping and and mouthing off. I used to pray to God for strength all the time. I'm like, yep, this is it, God. This is the day I go to jail. I appreciate everything you gave me, but I got to go to jail now, and I'm going to go ahead and serve this time. Because I ain't finna let this go down. But I will say my kids came out great. Got to have a balance. Got to have a nice balance. Okay, well, I know that was off track for the grocery store story, but yeah, I don't think I'm crazy. Everybody got a little crazy. Everybody. Now, something you might do. I'd be like, that's crazy as hell. But anyway, I'm getting ready to go down here to the job. I got to meditate first. I got to meditate. I'm about 6 minutes from the job. So gotta start thinking to myself, planning my day, get myself motivated. Now I'm motivated. I love my job. I really do. I love all my coworkers. We have the best time ever. Even when we mad at each other. And we get mad at each other a lot, but I wouldn't trade this bunch for the world. Well, I tried to trade them. I tried to get a job in Denver. Oh, I didn't tell you how that worked out. All right, so the interview was set for Denver, and I was supposed to do a phone interview. Well, 2 hours after that, excuse me, 2 hours after that, I got an email saying that the person that was leaving isn't leaving right now. They're going to be with them a little while longer. And so they're not hiring for the position right now, which is okay. It worked out perfect for me because I got an apartment and I'm getting ready to move in at the end of the month. I got to raise this light bill money though. I got light bill money to raise. I got deposit and rent to pay. That's my whole check going right there. Now I got to find light bill money. That's 122. Then I got to get the U-Haul money. Then the water bill money. It ain't enough hours in the day for me to get all that money. That's right. I just go take a shower at Uber Lady Mama's house. I just go eat whatever she cook until I get straightened out. That's what happens, man. Alrighty. So I'm going to go. And I will talk to y'all later. I'm on the streets today at the job, so I'm sure I have something funny to tell y'all. I'm sure. All right, I'll talk to y'all later. All right, bye. Oh, have a good day.